I'm here today at the Leaf Bean Pod Cafe, Gastro Cafe I would say, in Barton Village, Eccles, with the owner, Dave Hill, not the chap from Slade, you've heard that before.
I have.
Now I've got to say, to my shame really, I've heard of this place and I've never visited it. Now, I was chatting with Dave the other day on Facebook and I looked at his menu and it's beautiful. How have you managed to do this?
Well, I just decided to do public restaurants. My background is high-end food, and now I own a cafe.
Gastro Cafe.
Gastro Cafe. Most people frown upon cafes as being greasy spoons. Cafes have actually evolved, and so I started doing pop-up restaurant nights, and they've been absolutely amazing. They've been fantastic. We've done everything.
I had a look on the site. Have a look at Dave's site. It's coming up. This 2nd and 3rd of September, is it?
Yes.
Manchester evening.
Manchester, yes.
Now the menu itself had been stitches. We've got such gourmet delights. Remember the band Mock Turtles? Well, we've not got Mock Turtles. It was pea and ham, but it's got Can You Dig It? We've got melons for the Twisted Man Melon Man. There's a Charming Man meal. Morrissey nod there. And you've also got Eccles cakes and Lancashire foods, haven't you?
Yeah, the desserts is all traditional Lancashire, well, Manchester desserts.
Yeah.
And so I'm doing an assiette, which is a sample of sort of all of them. So you get all the desserts.
That made me laugh. It's love will tear us apart if I don't put on a fish and chip meal.
True.
I know you've had a Jamaican evening.
Jamaican, yes.
A school evening. Tell us about the school evening. What was on the menu?
It was 70 school meals. So on that one, traditional school meals, it was fantastic. We did the old-fashioned desserts, the spotted dick, we did the chocolate sponge with mint custard. Although some people were going, well, it's more pink custard. When I was at school, it was mint custard. So we had all that. But we also did, with Margaret Thatcher, who stole all the milk.
Correct, and other things.
Yes, and so everyone who, when they walked in, they got a bottle of milk.
What, the small glass bottles?
Small bottles, yeah.
How do you source that?
I've had them for, I've had them for a few years.
And how are they going these evenings?
Fantastic. Full every time. Sometimes there's a waiting list. When we did the Bulgarian evening, we could have done that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We really could have.
What would the cuisine be for Bulgarian? I've never really...
Well, I had a young gentleman, Bulgarian chef, working alongside me, or I should say I was working alongside him, and we devised a menu together, and with it being Mediterranean, everything was fresh, you know, stuffed peppers. Oh, it was just awesome. It really was just really, really good. And me, British Master Chef, or I used to be associated with the British Master Chefs, working with this young chef, even I'm still learning. I'm learning from him. The same with the Jamaican lady. I learned from her.
I'd love to come to that Jamaican evening.
It was good.
I saw the menu for it. They have, well, ackee fish, but there's rum cake, there's everything I've never ever heard of. With your background, have you worked with big name chefs, shall we say, or have you rubbed shoulders?
No, I tend to shy away from them all. Yeah.
Now, how long have you actually been on the chopping boards with them? Too many years.
Since I was 16, about 3 years. I am dyslexic with numbers. No, it's getting over for 40 odd years now.
Right.
Started in hotels many years ago. People remember this. I worked for Leo.
Oh yeah.
But when Leo was actually on the other side of the road. Yeah.
Leo Bellina.
Yeah, back in the 80s.
Yeah.
I was one of his chefs. So I've worked with some really, really amazing chefs. Not superstars, not legends.
Yeah, of course.
You know, very, very good.
So, I'd say I'm going to start frequenting this cafe, really, a gastro cafe. So when are you open and what are your hours?
We open from 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. and on the weekends we open on 9 o'clock till 3. I've just spoke to my staff now because I've just sort of trained them up on doing what I can do, and they've just sort of expressed interest of opening up on the Sunday now.
Right.
So that's watch this space. That's probably going to happen in the next month.
I like that phrase you used, pop-up restaurant.
Yes.
That's like the step from the gastro cafe up, isn't
Yes,
it? In a
yeah.
way? So how many do you cater for?
We can get 16 in here quite comfortably. I have had 18. It was comfortable, but I like it at 16.
Yeah.
Because it is so small, we get from one side to the other side, and people actually talk.
Yeah.
And it's so cosy, and it's friendly.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I noticed before that the outside dining area, so you can sit outside there and drink. can't you?
Yeah, you can sit.
And you made it disabled user friendly, haven't you?
Yeah, we open the back up, and if anyone's disabled, we will assist in any way, form or fashion we can. We'll bring them in if they wish. We try and look after everyone, we really do.
And you've got a little front cafe here. haven't
Yeah,
you?
at the front, we've got tables and chairs there as well.
It's a little hidden gem, it really is. Isn't it?
Yeah.
One I've got to ask you, Fred Fielder, you heard of Fred, we do a Friday show, don't we Fred? And he's asked me to ask you, what are Moroccan pies?
Moroccan pies, it's minced beef, slightly spicy in tomato.
Is it a good seller?
Yes, but the best seller
Yeah, tell us.
is the vindaloo pies. I make a vindaloo pie and I must be selling about 40 a week.
Seriously?
Yeah, I've had orders for 20, I've had orders for 10, and for vindaloo pies.
Fred, do you fancy a Vindaloo pie? I'll buy you one for Friday.
I'm making them tonight.
What we'll do then, we'll call in on Friday dinner. We'll purchase a few.
Yeah.
Honestly, just I keep going on about your website, your page, your Facebook page. All those range of pies, pork Stilton, are they? Beef Stilton?
Yeah, beef and Stilton.
They're just it's blown away. I still cannot believe I've lived in Eccles all my life. I know it's only been open 18 months, as you say. I've never been in it. It's a fabulous. I would urge anyone, support your local trade. I always state that. But come in here, you're in for a great surprise. It's clean, it's fresh, hygienic. The food looks great. I've not tried it yet, but we will. And do you have to book for these evenings that you have?
Yes, yeah. I'll know exactly what you're going to have prior.
Right.
So obviously, in this day and age, you know, I need to know exactly what you're going to have because I don't want wastage.
Yeah, of course.
You know, so yeah, the only complaint I get is, Dave, your portions are too big.
That's a healthy complaint, isn't it?
It is.
Surely.
Yeah.
So when's your next evening? Is this the Manchester one?
The Manchester one is Friday and Saturday. I've got a couple of tables left. The next one I've just penned. I've not printed it off yet. That'll be advertised from this weekend, and I'm doing a Thai one.
Oh, right.
And I'm penning a Halloween one as well.
So all
for the
themed? All themed?
All
are
themed, yeah. Yeah.
And how would people, would they have plug the place? What's your telephone number?
I don't know it. I never phone it. I never phone it. But it's on the website.
You have a Facebook page, don't you?
I have a Facebook page. I put everything on the internet on,
Yeah.
on your
Do
site.
you have a website?
I have a website as well, leafbeanpod.co.uk.
Leafbeanpod. That's the name.
The name, fantastic.
Tell us.
Eureka moment. I was just sort of thinking of a name, and I wanted something that sort of encapsulated what I do. And I thought, well, I'm going to do tea, I'm going to do coffee. I did make copious amounts of chocolate. So I thought, right, okay, tea, leaf, coffee, bean, cocoa pod.
Ah.
So you just, yeah, and I Googled the three names.
Yeah.
Nobody else has got that name.
It's a great
Nobody's
idea,
got the name.
Dave. Yeah.
They've got leaf and bean, but they've
Yeah,
not
yeah.
got leaf bean pod. So when you have a hot chocolate from here, it's made with real chocolate.
Right.
You know.
Pride yourself on that, yeah.
Yeah. We don't charge extra for the marshmallows as well, so you know it's.
One question I was asked to ask you, do you do a traditional English breakfast in like a bacon and egg or a mug of tea, toast and that?
I do the elements. What I notice with all the other cafes, which are all very, very good, because I've been into them all, they all have about 3 or 4 different menus. I didn't want to do that. So if you come to me and say, right Dave, I want a breakfast. Okay, that's fine. Tell me what you want. And if you say, right, I want 3 bacon, 2 sausage, 1 egg, beans, mushrooms, you get what you want.
Do to order.
Yes. You know, so you build your own. Whereas if you go to the other cafes, they've got their standardised menus, and sometimes you go in and say, well, actually, I don't fancy 2 sausages. Or,
Yeah.
you know, can you take this off? Can you take this off?
Like
Yeah. So it's easier for me.
Right.
You get exactly what you want, and you get exactly what you pay for.
Sounds fair enough to me, Dave, yeah. So, as I say, I always wonder about this, supporting local trade, and you should in these hard times that we're going through. I can't think of a finer example than Dave. He's worked really hard to build the trade up. It's a fabulous place. So pop in and see it. You won't be disappointed, I guarantee you. Or look on his site for these themed evenings.
And don't forget our gluten-free pies as well.
Pardon?
Gluten-free pies.
Oh yeah, is it all gluten-free?
I do the same range,
Yeah.
gluten-free as I do the normal.
Right.
It's surprising how many people are gluten-free in the area.
Yeah.
They really are. Again, I had someone come in before 6. I had a little old lady phone me yesterday. She couldn't get out. She lived near me. I dropped her 6 off last night.
That's good of you.
Yeah,
It's. I can't praise you highly enough, Dave.
Thank you.
I've tried. So finally, I'll just say, Barton Village, Trafford Road, call in and see Dave. Just call in for a fabulous coffee. Have a look at the menu. You won't be disappointed, I can guarantee you. So call in, Dave. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thanking you.